Macca's Guides.
Hey guys, Macca here, and welcome to my review of Forza Horizon 3, available starting September 27th, 2016 on the Xbox One and PC via the Xbox Play Anywhere program. The Forza Horizon series has always been the open world, more action-packed, and a lot less serious counterpart to the Forza Motorsport series. And Forza Horizon 3 is absolutely no different. So we're back at a festival, but this time it's a little bit different. You've already won the festival and you are the boss. You're already famous, you already have the fans, and you get to decide what events are run, where, and how the festival expands while in the new setting of Australia. Now, everything you expect from a Forza Horizon game has returned. There is a list of over 400 cars with a ton of variety, and things like drive-avatars, barn finds, and speed traps have made a return. The attention to detail is absolutely impeccable, the graphics are always a pleasure to look at, and the sound is incredible all the way from the 8 radio stations and groove music integration to the engine sounds and gravel in your wheel wells. As I mentioned earlier, the game is set in Australia, so you'll find yourself racing through rainforests, the outback, a small city, and even on the beach. As you unlock more and more festival expansions, the map becomes incredibly dense, and the ability to drive anywhere on that map is extremely satisfying. Now, all of this might seem familiar, but they have made a couple of small changes, including the ability to use a drone to scout the area, skill songs that will double your skill streaks, and the ability to select a character when you begin your career. Larger changes have also been made, like the ability to hire drive-avatars to your team who will race alongside you and then potentially earn XP and credits for you, and the ability to free roam with convoys. The team have also added a new section of cars called Upgrade Heroes, which are cars which you can purchase and then automatically upgrade through the in-game system to be decked out with a full body kit and performance upgrades. However, the biggest change absolutely has to be the blueprints. Blueprints are essentially a way for you to design a championship or exhibition race however you want, with all of the rules and regulations that you like. If you want to run a race with only Australian cars, you can do that. If you want to run a hypercar circuit on a dirt rally track, you can do that. Set it up exactly how you want it, what time of day you like, and even what weather you want. You then create the blueprint and play the blueprint and can share it with other people who may also like the settings that you chose. This allows you to basically at all times play the game exactly how you want to play it, assuming you have enough credits to purchase the cars you want to use. This extends as far as to the bucket list, where you can even create your own bucket list and then challenge your friends or the community to complete your bucket list challenges. The team also found the sweet spot for the economy in the game. The ability to use the auction house is very welcome, and the progression feels fast, although still rewarding. Now, it's also nice to see the return of the skill shop, unlocking wheel spins as you level, and the incredibly awesome photo mode, which is always a pleasure to play around with. Even with very little skill, you're able to realize some incredible scenes with the photo mode. Here are some of my favorites that I personally took. Now, although I personally think that the meat of Forza Horizon 3 is the single player experience and progressing through it, there is an online component to this game which is a lot of fun, although not very different from previous iterations. You can find yourself doing online adventure, co-op campaigns, and then playing in multiplayer lobbies, doing races, and other fun events such as Capture the Flag or Infection. Although my multiplayer playtime was somewhat limited, I had an incredible amount of fun with the players that I played with over the few hours that I was able to enjoy the multiplayer. Players get to vote on what they want to do, if they want to race, or they can just randomly free roam if they desire, or help out their friends with their careers. The modes and options here are varied, so multiplayer fans should get a lot of hours of enjoyment out of this. However, with all these things being said, the game is almost perfect, but not quite perfect. Unfortunately, auto upgrade still completely sucks and makes every car feel like a boat. The game has annoying notifications, it has an occasionally confusing UI, the traffic in the drift zones is absolutely excruciatingly annoying, and the game crashes more often than I would have liked to see. Now, do I recommend this game? And the short answer is absolutely yes, to the vast majority of Xbox or even PC gamers. You don't have to be a racing fan to get enjoyment out of Forza Horizon 3, and it's very accessible even to novice and beginner racers. The new changes and additions to the game make it feel somewhat new, although very familiar, and the small problems with the game aren't nearly enough to hinder your enjoyment. In every way, Forza Horizon 3 is an incredibly well-made and well-polished game and deserves high praise. Also, if you find yourself in the situation of having an Xbox One S as well as a 4K HDR display, you will find yourself looking at one of the best looking games to ever grace consoles. And that's the end of the review. Do yourself a favor and go pick up Forza Horizon 3. They managed to improve of my personal game of the year in 2014, and this is the game I envision myself playing for potentially hundreds of more hours. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please share it with a friend, drop a like if you enjoyed it, and hopefully I see you next time. Special shout out to the Gigs and Dog Cupcake 84 for supporting the show on Patreon. Peace.